Hello and welcome to Black Dragon Gaming, episode 13, I believe. Might be 14. Of Tyranny. Now, we're in the old walls again. Turns out, there's not a quest to be had, at least that I could find, in Lethian's Crossing. And, I went back and got Lantry, because if you remember, we got a skill for Lantry that allows him to... where is it? Decipher ancient languages. Useful skill for discovering new magics during travel. And I figure if there's gonna be ancient languages anywhere, it's gonna be in the old walls, right? So, whatever. I grabbed him. So, unfortunately, we're gonna have to make do without Ebb's sarcasm for a bit. But, yeah, that's, we also spent some money to get a new breastplate for myself, and it turns out that the item that was made was a greatsword, a bronze greatsword, and it is pretty damn awesome. If you notice, I have a different accessory on this because I just randomly found this when I was just snooping about, and I gave her the one that makes you immune to being poisoned, which, now that I think about it, where's my power bar? What the hell is this about? Can't check it? Screw you then. Alright, well, let's get moving. The fuck is all this? The chamber immediately reminds you of Ascension Hall. An intricate rune running along the floor can only mean one thing. You stand at the feet of a great spire. Each step you take echoes across a great distance. As you gaze upwards, the sage-colored walls quickly give way to unending blackness. Interesting. The rune in the center of the floor is inactive, and the silence of the hall offers no clues as to its use or function. You feel a slight tug in your chest, a faint echo of the energy that enveloped you at Venturing's Well. Hold a moment. If my sense of direction is all reasonable, we are standing below the spire in this region. What do you know of the spires? About as much as you, I'm afraid. Until our time at Venturing's Well, I didn't realize there were ways to access the upper reaches. Speaking of which, I'm certain there's a way to access the top of the spire as well. Let's keep our eyes out for sigils or glyphs nearby. What do you recommend? I'd like to start with the grooves and stones on the floor over there. It's like the spire at Venturing's Well. Whomever built this created a mystical conduit to the top, and I think it very, very unlikely the pattern is purely decorative. Alright, let's press on then. What do we got over here?
Okay, any bets on which sigil unleashes more scourges?
Alright. Oh, shit. I don't know what's going on here. Alright. Nothing. Okay. Interesting. Don't know how this works. Oh. Maybe here? Can I just turn that off?
No reason to tarry.
Yes.
Well, might as well go for symmetry. If I'm gonna fuck this up, I'm gonna fuck it up with symmetry. Let's see. Yeah, let's go over here and then here. Oh no, let's try that. Nope. Fucking hell. I have no idea what's going on here. Is there a way to view the sigil? Is there any way to view the sigil again? That looks familiar. Alright, maybe we can find another charcoal imprint somewhere? I'm thinking the charcoal imprint has something to do with the sigil. Maybe the sigil needs the charcoal imprints. Like, once we have the charcoal imprint, we can, I don't know, just copy the sigil onto it. I don't know. But let's see if we can't find out. Okay. Obviously, these two are connected. Let's see. Do I have a notepad around here somewhere? Maybe? Yes? No? Now let's use this then. Let's see. I'm drawing what I see on the sigil, okay? Let's see. Down like that. Like that. That. Okay, and now let's check it against this one. I don't think a circle might be connected, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's go try that. I just wrote down part of the, whatever I saw. The hell is this anyway?
Moving cautiously. Sorry, I can't.
Well, screw you then. I would like to know what's going on here. I have no idea. Hopefully, I can figure this out. I might have to pause while I just dick around with it for a while. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, how about we just do one character, so I don't have to worry about it. Let's see. Let's just do this. Then this. 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 Let's try the circle. I have no idea if this is going to work, by the way. I hope it does, but I don't know. Alright? Nope. Balls. Alright, let's try connecting the proper bits now. Can I just connect it like this? Of course not. Right. Okay. That. That. And hopefully that's it. Let's see. Nope. Ah, hell. There's gotta be something I'm missing here. Oh, stop it.
On it.
Alright, one more try before I pause the recording for a while and see if I can't get it to work. If it just didn't work and didn't reset it the entire time, I would be happy with that too. Although, you'd have to have the capacity to reset it first. Did I even connect these last time? I don't know that I did. I think I did. Oh, I don't remember. Balls. Alright. Try that. And that. I can only really think of one more combination that I haven't tried. Working off the information I have now. And that's to have this go the other way. Alright, well, I'll cut out this part if it doesn't work. I guess. I don't know. Eh.
On it. Right.
I think I did it the other way around this time. Well. Alright, well. That's... I have no idea what I'm doing, apparently. Well, I guess we're leaving for now, unless I can think of something else to try. Maybe try and speak to Vantara about it. Well, I suppose I could just go through it by design after design after design, but I don't know. All things considered, I think that would just take too long, and I would be sitting here for like an hour. And I'd have to start the record button. I'd have to start recording just before every time I hit enter, just to show you guys the pattern if you want it. Or, You know, something that we haven't done actually is talk to the mayor about it. Oh, where is he? Should be right here. Let's go in there. Come on. Get in there. I think he's in here at least. If you have questions about our settlement, I'm the one to ask. I have the dubious distinction of being the oldest living resident of Lethian's Crossing, so I've been here for a lot of its history. Eyes, hips, hair, and hearing might be failing, but my mind still remembers everything that happened here. What about the spire? Sometimes I wonder why Lethian thought it was a good idea to settle here. We already had a Bane problem before the Forgebound set up here. Now that they're using the Crossing as one of their main forges, the Bane issue is even worse. Since the Bane are drawn to magical energy, we have to be on constant alert for them escaping. How'd you seal the door? I have a keystone that can be used to open or seal the door. One of Kairos' soldiers found it while they were looking for a way to seal the doors to keep the Bane from escaping. The sealed door is only a temporary measure, though. It holds back the Bane for now, but it won't last much longer. Okay. Who the hell has the keystone, then? Shit. Can I get the... Let's see. Where's the addendum? Let's see. Alright, that might be a bug. I don't know. Although I could try going back in. I don't know. I might just head over to Ironhearth and see what we can't get done over there instead. Let's check out our quest first and see which one is going to give me the least amount of headache, I suppose. Right then. Oh, and I figured out why my lore was lower in the last episode. It's because I had rested, and the Spire bonus from resting in the Spire goes away when you rest. I'm apparently incapable of recognizing that fact. We'll see. So I also found out that you can actually equip spells that are above that, above your base. What's it called? Your base. My brain ain't working. Your base lore. There we go. If you have the Spire rest bonus on, so I don't know what will happen if you lose your rest bonus while you're out, but I imagine it's probably the same thing that happens when you're wounded and you don't have enough lore after that. Probably just can't cast it or something. Either way. Oh, sweet. I can just travel there automatically now. Sweet. That's cool. Let's see. Should I travel back to the Mountain Spire and get Ebb before I go to Ironhearth? Yes, I shall, I suppose. Sorry to, submit you guys to another load screen. I know there's not much happening in this episode yet. I'm very sorry for that, okay? Not much I can do about it, I suppose. I wonder there'd be more action going on, but and I can almost guarantee as soon as we get to Ironhearth, we're just gonna have to spend another episode doing conversation shit. Which, I mean, I really like the lore and the storytelling and the writing in this game, don't get me wrong. I'm worried about there not being enough action for the channel to see. You know, there's gotta think about which games you play on the internet, because some of them just don't make for good viewing, unfortunately. So, Ebb, come here.
What is it you need?
Grab your
Of
things.
course. It's about time to stretch the old sea legs.
Review. Come on. Let us be off. And actually, I should probably check if you have anything for me. What you got? A one-handed axe. Okay. Well, let's see. Can you use it? You could. Oh, why are you swapped over? There we go. Not good enough. Is the extra armor penetration worth it? I don't think so. I'll just sell it later. You know what? Ebb. Nah, it's fine, whatever, I don't care. Wait, come on. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Such a nod. Old nod. Like, basically every CRPG I've ever played has that, and it's all a nod to Baldur's Gate. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Maybe if I play Icewind Dale on the channel, you'll be able to hear the narration on it. It's pretty good. I like it. That's some rusty shit there. And we gonna be in a desert now? I don't want to be in a desert. Deserts sound like hell. Deserts sound like hell when you're wearing heavy armor. No. Don't make me. This kind of looks like a desert. Kind of not. Well. That's not good. Nope, stop that. That's not what I wanted to do.
Can't do that.
Is there any loot up here? I suppose there's some loot up here. Can I have some loot? Alfonso and Halfway's dead.
Found something.
Interesting. Gimme. Eoja's calling? Sigil of life regenerating. Interesting. Ooh. Oh yeah, I'll be giving that to Ebb then. Was it? Actually does more damage too. Nice. It's arcane rather than... Oh no, it's arcane. DPS is higher than... Akalos. What you do, bruh? Greetings, Fatebinder. Akalos, 32nd Legion. Glad to see Tunon's agent Grace Ironhearth. Ash's troop has no lack of order, but as a servant of the courts is always welcome. Between our missing commanders and a Scarlet Chorus pinned down, I'm afraid we have our hands full. I suppose I can spare a moment for conversation. What the hell's going on with this? Seems our troops have this little maggot of a Scarlet Chorus lieutenant cornered over at Cato Village. From what I'm hearing, it's the same guy who's been ransacking our caravans for the past few weeks. If I wasn't already handling something for Ash, I'd go and skin the filth myself. You being here simplifies matter. Make sure this lieutenant doesn't leave the village with his life. I'll handle it. Good of you to pitch in. No one will mourn the loss of one more chorus rat. I have some questions. No problem. What you need? Oh shit, that's not what I meant to... Fucking, alright. How did you join the Disfavored? Ahead of the conquest, Graven Ash sent recruiters to all the outlying towns looking for worthy talent. The village held a tourney in melee to demonstrate our local muscle. Nothing fancy, mind you. It was mostly fighting on hay bales with wooden spears. I had the distinction of toppling even the biggest contender. Familiar tale, and one after my own heart. It's a good thing I succeeded. I'm more useful to Kairos on the field of battle than a field of wheat. Alright, let's get going. What the hell are you? Consider it, not for a second. We pick our soldiers from the elite northern families. We don't recruit them from flies buzzing over a mass grave. Are the Disfavored so narrow-minded? My gang's strength delivered across half a dozen battles, with a line of fallen enemies in our wake. Not many conscripts can say the same. The question is not a matter of skill, but of your breeding, your training, your pedigree. Hail, Graven Ash, Fatebinder. If I might take a moment of your time, what do you need? This person comes representing a Scarlet Chorus gang. What did you call yourselves again? The Grinning Bleeders. We have a long and storied reputation with the Scarlet Chorus ranks. Killers of the highest orders, my gang. Before I was a boss, I ran with the Broken Shits, the Salty Nightmares, and Trap Gang. Everyone made a name for themselves during the war. You made at least two of those gangs, and I don't even bother denying it. Just be careful what names you toss around with his former boss standing within earshot, you little pissant. Verse, so kind of you to chime in with your corrections. In any case, he's asking to join the Disfavored, which is out of the question. I've explained the numerous reasons why we can't allow it, but the wretch won't listen. Is that accurate? It is. We're not here looking for special treatment, just a new beginning. Seeing as we're healthy, fit, and combat ready, the Ironclad should have no reason to refuse us, especially since they're low on numbers. It may be true, but it's no excuse to pollute our respectable ranks with your company. We're more than capable. Put any weapon in our hands or send us on any suicide mission. It'll be a mercy to compare to what we faced under the voices of Nerat. That much is true, at least. There's something to be said for a general who isn't going to gut you in your sleep because it suits his flair for the artistic. Those are the first fair words I've heard you speak about General Ash. Perhaps you're coming around. Then you can count on them being the last, you overfull midden pile. If we joined up, the disfavored wouldn't have to compromise their staunch northern morals. We would take the bloody work off their hands. Do you want me to decide the matter? You must know Kairos' law back to front, and I trust you know our traditions as well. If it peels this lamprey off my backside, I'll allow it. Speaking for my gang, we'll accept your judgment. We're eager to crack some Tearsman skulls with Kairos' army again, no matter what color they wear. Let's hear your testimony first. Of course, I have nothing to hide. Why can't the recruits join the disfavored? Most of us would rather swallow our tongues than take orders from some rigid officer who talked his way into leadership, but to each their own. Where do I start? Not only does Graven Ash handpick his disfavored from decorated northern stock, he takes a personal interest in our training and education. We are his sons and daughters. To accept anything less in our ranks would hold the very process in contempt. The capacity they could serve would... The only capacity they could serve would be manual labor, hauling wagons or digging latrines, but that's the work of slaves and not what they've come requesting. Why this interest in the disfavored? Better training, better quarters, iron weapons. The disfavored have everything we wanted out of joining the military. We wanted to serve Kairos to the best of our abilities. Is that asking too much? Old Ironclad here seems to think so. But their respect for command leaves something to be desired. Why did you leave the Scarlet Chorus? Our old gang boss fell at the last battle of Vendrian's Well. We saw how the disfavored operated, and we realized there was a chance for a better life. A longer one, too. Desertion happens every day in the Scarlet Chorus. I can tell you that we won't be missed. He says that like he's boasting. Only the shit-heel recruits who never make a name for themselves are overlooked at muster. Let's make a ruling. Honestly, I don't see why Tunon would like that. Because I mean, they did desert from a traitor legion, so it's like, yeah, no longer in the military. Go to live civilian lives and keep Kairos' peace as best you can. Mercy, compassion, more than they deserve, but I'm glad to see it all the same. We've seen too much in the Scarlet Chorus to return to a normal life, but I won't deny that putting down roots is a tempting idea. In time, the Chorus may just conscript us all over again. As long as it gets them out of Ash's Fort, it suffices for my needs. Thank you, Fatebinder. Well. Kind of you to stop and chat. I'm in a sticky situation and no one in my gang is alive or around to help me out. Stop wasting the Fatebinder's time. She has better things to do than listen to some criminal's mewling. I'll be the judge of that. Tell me your problem, soldier. Thanks for hearing me out. The disfavored aren't keen on conversation, otherwise I wouldn't be here. It's impossible to get a word in edgewise. Soldiers caught me outside a breach in the old walls. That's it. I wasn't inside. I had stuck my toe through the threshold and I wasn't dancing it with any bane. I have a healthy relationship with self-preservation. Why were you arrested? You're only hearing one side of the story, Fatebinder. Our scouts observed this wretch readying to enter the old walls. Her account is flawed, her guilt witnessed by multiple trustworthy northerners. I'm sorry, is readying to enter the best you have? Because I could have just easily argued that you're readying to get knifed between your shoulder blades, but it doesn't count for shit unless I see blood and bronze. I didn't go into the old walls. Case closed. Before I adjudicate on this matter, I need your mutual cooperation. If you ask me, this prisoner has already been tried and sentenced, but if this little game will silence her caterwauling, then be my guest. I'll stand by your decision. It couldn't land me anywhere worse than this. What were you doing outside the old walls? My gang went inside, as I tried to tell the disfavored clods 100 times over. I shouted myself raw, trying to get them back out, but the gang was having none of it. Our leader discovered the breach and got himself excited over the chance of finding treasure. Try as I might, I couldn't talk him out of it. Soldier, can you speak to this defense? I wasn't there, of course, but I'm familiar with the arrest record. There was no gang, just a lone opportunist out here to make her fortune breaking Kyrus' laws. The scouts could tell just by looking at her that she was headed for the breach. She's a fiery one. Put up quite a fight before they took her in custody. I have no reason to doubt of the charges. So you had no interest in entering the old walls? Never. I grew up in the Tiers. Even we knew better than go inside the old walls. If not because of Kyrus' law, because the things lurking inside were like to eat us. Whatever you can find in the shadow of those ruins, it's not worth the risk. What was your gang doing in the old walls? Causing trouble, looting, no more or less than what gangs do. Our boss was obsessed with holding his position, which is healthy when you're in the Scarlet Chorus. When he came to the conclusion that the old walls might have some powerful artifacts, he resolved himself to find one at all costs. I wanted to see a guy so wrapped up in survival trying to get himself killed. Typical behavior from someone who isn't confident in their leadership. It makes for a nice self-fulfilling prophecy when their own gang takes them down. See, she understands. Any idea where your gang is now? I never saw them make it out of the old walls, so either they did, or they didn't. My money's on the latter. If they made it out, they aren't wasting their breath trying to find me, so fuck them. I like the attitude. If I had a mind to recruit, she'd be my second or third. What's a favor? Did your gang cause the breach in the old walls? What, are you kidding me? It would take either take incredible force or incredible magic to blast through that ancient barrier. We had neither at our disposal. Either one of Kyrus' edict or some local mage caused the breach. Whatever ruling you make, don't pin that one on me. I'm inclined to agree. Don't make the mistake of giving this one too much credit. Alright, let's make my judgment. At the very least, the evidence is insufficient to prove the charges. You're free to go. Shrewd, Fatebinder. Very shrewd. I think you'll do just fine. Legal technicalities are my favorite kind. Go rejoin the war effort with a new gang recruit. Start your own if you have a mind to. That's an order. Yes, ma'am. If you were gathering a force, I'd kill my way into your good graces. Pity you have to settle for less. This goes against my orders and my reason, but I cannot argue with the ruling of Tunon's agent. I'll let you go. Try and stay out of trouble. I'll stay out of the old walls, but that's all I can promise. A punching dagger. Nice. What's going on over here? Got any loot for me? Any loot? Loot. Dude, what? Oh,
You
okay.
learn
Hey!
something every day.
Sweet. Let's see. Spell strength. I don't think I'll go for spell strength. Fuck yeah. Alright. Save. Oh. Gives +2 to everyone. Well, let me save first to test out to make sure it'll give it to me as well. It's like the last thing I want is it to not affect me. Come on then. Save it. Oh, obviously, as you can tell, we're in Act 2. Let's see. Alright, I've got 4 slots. Let's do that. Hey, it worked for me. Cool. Alright, let's do some Gravelight stuff. Gravelight, right here. Assign to here. And that's... Oh, fuck it. Yeah, you guys can have it too. Whatever, I don't care. Probably do Rhyme Spike next. Yeah. Assign it to her. And then, I don't know, what the fuck's this? Sigil of Fire, okay. I don't know, I feel like... What's this? Proximate action. Dude! Alright, fair enough. I don't know, fuck it, whatever. Let's see. You. What's this? What can this do? Bleeding Affliction. Well, I like that. Except for I can't have it, damn. What's this got? Channeled Strength. What's that? Tyrannus Light. Umbral Glow. Grave Grasp. Let's go with Phantom Bolt. That's accuracy. That's probably good enough. Alright, what else we got? Got the Force one here. What else do we have? Force. Let's go with Fire, sure. Probably Distant Impact. Firewall. Hey, I can do this one. What's this? 20 strength. 15. 10. Let's take that off. What's this one? Also 10. Put that one on as well. Sweet. Alright. More spells. Oh yeah. What you need? You must be the Fatebinder of Tunon. Welcome to Ironhearth. I'm sure that Graven Ash appreciates any help that you can offer. Circumstances have a way of coming together, so the disfavored are always stretched thinner than we'd like. What can I do for you? Why are the disfavored so overworked? We're trying to shoulder the brunt of this civil war without the strength of numbers. The Scarlet Chorus could throw 1,000 disposable bodies at an issue without a second thought, but we're forced to be a little more discriminating. We might be trained to deal with the stress of combat and all-night drills, but we're fatigued even by the high standard we set for ourselves. Not that I need to burden an agent of the court with my misgivings. Once the war is over and the tears are properly subdued, my hope is that Kairos dispatches some relief troops to support the occupation. We all deserve a season of rest. The court is always receptive to the need of soldiers. Your point is noted. That's very generous of you to say, Fatebinder. I'm grateful to know someone is listening. Where were you during the conquest? After the Edict of Storms hit, I spent some time among the ruins of Stalwart, digging out survivors from the Legion. Afraid I didn't find much. You must have moved on by then, or else we would have assembled a team to evacuate you. Excavate or evacuate? Excavate. My prison moved with me. There was no reason to tarry. I still think about the brothers and sisters we left behind. Sometimes I can imagine that I can hear their voices carry on the wind. Alright, I'll be on my way then. Quartermaster. And all things that I can nick. Hell yeah. What have we got here? Nothing. Kinda crap. Okay, fair enough. Whatever. Quartermaster. Even though you're not a fully fledged disfavored recruit, I've been authorized to grant you purchasing rights from our store. Within certain limits, of course. Fuck yeah. What limits are those? It's nothing personal, I assure you. Graven Ash wants us to control our supplies without restricting access to his army supporters like yourself. And the finest arms and freshest provisions are reserved for soldiers under his direct command. I'm sure you understand. The Archon takes our protection very seriously. Understood. Let's see what you can offer me. Dude! Oh. Oh, right. Mine's a higher quality anyway. Sigil of Stone. Damn. Alright. Well, let's sell a bunch of stuff. Whatever that we can. What the hell? There we go. Oh, yes. Sigil of Stone. Alright. I think that'll do. I would like to have that iron armor, but, I mean, it's only superior, whereas I've got exquisite right now, so, it's fine. Although this does give me a new spell, which I will probably mess with later, so I can figure out what the hell's going on. Alright, what's going on in here? It's Graven Ash. Dude. Some stone shields. Give me stuff. Thank you. What's going on over here? Anything? Nope. Graven Ash it is then. Alright, buddy. I'm gonna save the game again, just in case I accidentally say something that makes Verse run off into the wilderness again. That was dumb of me. Oh, dude, 14 hours? Sounds about right. Raven Ash, what you got for me, bud? Fatebinder, it's good of you to report in. These days it's difficult enough to judge friend from foe. I'm pleased to recognize you as the former of the two. I see you brought the voices of Narat spying whore to my doorstep. Lest you think me amused by your irresponsible conduct, know that I am not. Versus a useful ally, I need her on my side. At least until we get tired of each other. Don't worry, old man, I'm not going to drive a blade into your spawn. Not while you're wearing a blessed plate as thick as the old walls, anyway. After what Sarah inspired at Vendrian's Well, the disfavored must hold fast to our allies. You are here because of your support at the siege, but don't mistake your confidence for devotion. The Scarlet Chorus would not have you. Tunon is my master, and he stands above your petty squabbles. If he stood above them, then he could see well enough how the voice of Narat has conspired against our forces since the beginning. No, for all his claims of objectivity, I have my suspicions that your adjudicator is as compromised by this war as any of us. What is it you require? How can I continue my service of the disfavored? These are troubled times for all, but none so more than the forces of Kairos. Our organized offense has splintered, loyalties are challenged at every level of command, and much that we have built during the conquest crumbles under its own weight. We had thought the Vendrian Guard were the final death rattle of this region's defiance. We were wrong. The Tears have risen up against Kairos, emboldened by their countrymen. And while the disfavored labor to maintain order, the serpent, the voices of Narat grows his army of lunatics and sellswords, preparing to lash out when we least suspect it. So our little exercise in defiance wasn't a total failure. I'll try and find some cold comfort in that knowledge. I can only imagine that the voices is driving his gangs mad with plots to storm this fortress. There can be no peace while the voices of Narat lives, and no order while the Scarlet Chorus rampage across these lands. The elimination of chaos must be our first priority, and then we'll have our time to govern the Tears as Kairos intended. Can I depend upon your support against this scourge? Yeah, well, what do you need me to do? Our position of authority in the Blade Grave is far from secure. We need to establish ourselves in the region in order to cultivate our strength for the battle to come. As soon as I am confident in our chances, we will depart this realm and wipe the Chorus threat from the face of Terratus. The Unbroken, former daughters and sons of Stalwart, vex our efforts to secure this region. The Edict of Storms offers them cover. They slip past our patrols in the light of day, hiding their movements behind clouds of dust and debris. Interesting. Kairos cast this blight on the country to set an example, not to plague those of us loyal to the north. You must travel to Sentinel Stand and seek out Stratus Harrowden. He is the last of the old stalwart bloodline who called themselves regents. Put him to the sword and end this edict once and for all. Why is he so important to the edict? He would neither surrender nor impel his soldiers to do so. As such, Kairos decreed that the storms would ravage the country until the regent was dead. Stratus Harrowden was free to kill himself, of course, but he was either too proud or too gutless for the task. Why has no one killed him yet? Because he persists in crouching behind the walls of Sentinel Stand. With the Edict of Storms raging around the Citadel, no one has been able to enter or exit since the last year of the conquest. No bird or missive has left the wind wall either. The Edict is all the proof that we have that Harrowden still lives. Alright, who is this jackass? The last of an elder bloodline that ruled Stalwart and maintained its dignity. He's also a filthy coward. During the last battle of Stalwart, he crouched behind the walls of Sentinel Stand Keep and refused to meet our forces on the field of battle. Consider him dead. Find the last regent, kill him, end this Edict of Storms, and staunch the seeping wound of rebellion once and for all. The downfall of the Unbroken and the old regent will send a message through the Tears. Our rule is absolute and dissidence will not be tolerated. Fair enough. There's one final matter to discuss. My daughter went missing in the second year of the conquest. I have reason to believe she is trapped in the fortress of Sentinel Stand. If you can find Amelia, bring her home to me. What makes you think she's still alive? We have traveled together through this fallen, corrupt land. You are no doubt aware of the aegis I extend to my troops. It is the boon I grant my northerners for loyal service and devotion to our shared cause. As my army feels my guardianship, I am keenly aware of them in turn. Their concern, their pain, it is my burden to carry as their leader. Amelia is alive. I have woken at night in cold sweats, my bile rising with violence. What torment she suffers at the hands of those stalwart animals is a mystery. I only want her restored to heal want her restored to heal in the company of the Legion. Fair enough. If I can find her, I'll do it. That's all I ask. Amelia is but one soldier, yet if I had the forces to dispatch, I would make her retrieval my highest priority. She is a commander of the highest renown and a paragon of northern values. Fatebinder, I offer you my support on this mission. The Blade Grave is a place of memory. I left many cohorts buried among the ruins, no small part of myself as well. Could you elaborate? The matter is a sensitive one, but I fear to speak it in the company of the great general, though he doubtless knows of it already. Speak on, son of Barraconan. Nothing I've seen you accomplish in the field has diminished you in my eyes, and I know my soldiers as well as I know myself. I lost countrymen by the hundreds in the last day of the Stalwart campaign, and for my troubles I became fused with this armor. The Blade Grave is the last place I ever felt human. That is all I will say about it now. The last battle of Stalwart was a terrible time. Perhaps most of all for you who survived. I mourn those we lost and recite their names often during the morning drills. We cannot restore their broken bodies to the north, but we can remember them as they were. Is that all? Your manner has changed. My cohort marched on Sentinel Stand to complete a mission. We failed. The walls of the keep defied us, and the last region of Stalwart refused to meet us in battle. The coming of Kairos the Edict cut us off from our objective. Because of this, the Blade Grave is also a place of regret. You have much invested in this mission. Of course you could accompany me. I appreciate that, Fatebinder. Graven Ash is attentive and understanding to each of his troops, and it pleases me to see his example in you. And in you, Armored One. Never forget that I found you at the mere germination of your potential, and you have accomplished much in the ensuing years. Thank you, General. Though it's impossible to tell through his helmet, you can assume that Barrick is blushing. Awesome. Your map is already marked with the position of Sentinel Stand. It would take me 100 lifetimes to forget those walls, or the day the Edict shattered our advance. Let's be off then. Let us remove ourselves from this place and go. Well, this is gonna bother me. I'm not gonna be able to play for like a week now. This upsets me. I really want to keep playing this game, but now I can't because it's done. The episode is done. Oh, fuck. Your journey is interrupted by the feral howls of a hunting pack of beastmen. Their leader is an impressive specimen. Her mane black as night and her body scarred from the battle. Alright. Somehow I feel like this is going to be a companion. Not much I can really... I don't know. I just fucking... So many companions. So little space. Alright. What's going on here? Before you towers a massive creature of fur and flesh, her short black snout snuffling in the air.
Know this scent. Stench of blood, sweat, battle, iron and death. Stench of human called Fatebinder. Smells like alpha. Smells of strength.
Interesting.
Have been stalking human centrail. Have ranged many more than 5 nights through tribe and human territories of Tyr's land, hunting for human called Fatebinder. For human who woke horizon rock called Mountain Spire. Have hunted hot high, cold low, wet dry. Traipsed far until paws bled, but always human who smelled of alpha evaded beast woman. Had to slink through shadows, fast, quick, without rest to catch delicious prey at last.
Shadows. Must be from your markings. Must be from the Shadow Hunter tribe.
Fatebinder knows tribes of beast women. Curious human. Human who smells of alpha and knows of Shadow Hunter tribe. Best tribe. Lost tribe of kills and shadow.
Introduce yourself properly before I lose my patience.
Can Fatebinder not see? Am Beast Woman, am Best Hunter, kills in shadow, daughter of mystic Brood Mother, relict, alpha to pack of stone whelps.
What you want?
Humans. No human called Fatebinder. Kairos breeds words on paper. Fatebinder binds words to earth and sky, makes ground tremble, makes night cry, blood and fire.
I merely read Kairos' edicts. I am but a vessel for the Overlord's great magic.
Fatebinder speaks and storms rage. Humans wail. Sun dies. Fatebinder speaks and rocks tear through flesh like killing claws. Tribes of Kairos fear Fatebinder. Human Alpha claimed Horizon Rock called Spire, and Archons did not kill Fatebinder. Archons rolled over and wide, covetous.
Okay, so maybe you've heard of me.
Kairos hunts human realms to extinction. Rules tribe of blood and ruin, starvation and death. Seeks to slaughter beast women like prey. But beast women are not prey. Are not flighty, feeble-minded humans. Beast women are savage hunters. Bred to fight Kirut, like Fatebinder who smells of alpha. Strong always kill weak, then grow weak. Killed is migration of life. Kills in shadow is not weak now. Will not be weak for many long seasons. Will join Fatebinder and survive Kairos' tribe.
If you want to join me, you'll have to be as my beta.
Kills in shadow is not beta. But even alphas submit to stronger-willed primas. Many packs make a tribe. Is this not a thought humans also understand? Beast woman will follow Fatebinder. Will not dominate. Unless Fatebinder begins to smell weak.
Fine.
Kills in shadow will not shelter stone whelps anymore. Scamper and flee. Do not want to see shadows lurking, stalking behind. Barb cleft his leader now. Will not like if Kills in shadow catches sight or scent of stone mongrels again.
Interesting. Well, we'll do that later. Is there some loot? Yes, there is. Awesome. Iron. Hell yeah. Can always use more iron. Although I don't even know what it's used for yet. But I mean, I want more. Fuck it. Alright, what's going on over here? Anything? 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 Come on. Can I can has secrets and sigils? Alright, well, yeah, I suppose that it's finally the end of this episode, and I apologize for the wait. This has dragged on a little bit. Now, alright, I will see you, well, it'll be tomorrow for you, and it'll be next week for me. I'm going to take a break, and see you in the next episode.